If you're a professional athlete, you most definitely have an athlete foundation. Today, we're going to talk about some social media tips some professional athletes can take for their foundation. Raising enough funds to keep daily operations can be difficult for any professional athlete and his foundation. Thankfully, there's social media ready to go and to help them out. Learn how you and your foundation can leverage the internet and your gameplay to your advantage. Hey guys, welcome to Creative. Here we use our passion for the game to change the game. Every week we talk about solutions that can truly change the business of sports. And today I want to discuss how professional athlete foundations can leverage their social media. Revolutionize the game, and don't forget to tackle that subscribe button, that notification bell, so you don't miss out on anything in the future. I think it's well known, social media has changed the game, including the way nonprofit organizations and other foundations raise funding. Some organizations were quick to see the opportunities that the internet offered them. They were able to easily leverage the internet to their advantage, quickly leveraging digital marketing to increase their following. If you're yet to explore the several advantages of using social media and the internet to your advantage, well, stay tuned. Today we'll be talking about some social media hacks for professional athletes and their foundations. When leveraging the right way, the internet offers foundations endless opportunities for growth. So here are some hacks that'll help you widen your reach of your cause further. So first and foremost, like we always talk about your fan base, you want to pick the right platforms. Thanks to modern technology and the emergence of the internet, nonprofit organizations now have tons of platforms they can use to connect with their donors and other possible supporters. But in order to find your donor and your target audience, you need to pick the right platforms. While it's true that almost everyone in the world is on the internet, some people have their own platforms that they love to use on a daily basis. And if you want to reach a certain audience, then you need to find the platform that they use most often. Keep your audience and your foundation's needs in mind before you decide on which platform you should focus on. Yes, you need to have accounts on all three major social media platforms, but which of them will you focus on? That'll depend on your needs and where your audiences are. If most of your potential donors love using Facebook, then you need to do your best to maintain an active presence on there. Even though you should focus on only a number of platforms, you still want to make sure that all your materials are shareable. Part of the responsibility of a professional athlete's foundation is to share awareness of the struggles that inspire their athletes to go through in their journey to becoming said athlete. Share crucial information about your course by making your materials downloadable and shareable. You can create PDFs and other digital materials that audiences can download if they want to know more about your cause. Some professional athletes offer materials on how their donors can help local players in their community. Not only will this help you further educate your audiences about your cause, but it'll help share the perception of consumers to see your foundation as a legitimate source of information when it comes to sports-related nonprofit movements. By making your material shareable, spreading awareness, and expanding your reach, it will be much easier to spread the word. So like we mentioned earlier, tailor each of your sets of content for that specific platform. So most social media platforms have their own specializations. For example, Instagram is made for users who love taking and sharing photos online. And on the other hand, Facebook is much more about the connection with people. And because of these specializations, businesses, athlete or not, need to know which content works for said platform. It's possible for you to share the same content across different platforms, but some users have conditioned themselves to seeing certain content on each platform. When you've chosen your main platform, take time to study the kind of content most appreciated for it. For example, if you've decided to stay with Instagram, you need to make sure your photos are eye-catching, as well as introducing some infographics for your content. If you're on Facebook, you'll have a wider option available, such as long-form content, like longer videos and even albums. Knowing the kind of content that works best for your chosen platform will give you better chances of successfully connecting with your audiences. Keep in mind that despite the fact that almost everyone is on social media, there are still varying audiences on each of them. You need to know which target market spends most of their time on which platforms so that you can engage with them better. Something that we have to tell a lot of our clients, you want to keep engaged with your potential donors online. Now that you know where your potential donors are and the kind of content they like, it's time to start engaging with them. Ensure that you reply as fast as you can to the comments your donors make on your posts. Now that social media has become so obscured into our daily routine, most users love interacting with their favorite organizations. And the more interactive a company is, the more affection a user feels. Consumers love supporting organizations that care about them. That's why a lot of businesses have made personalization an important part of their respective campaigns. Encourage your donors to engage with your social media accounts by asking them questions and seeking feedback from them. Ask them what they love about sports and their own stories as to why they became active donors of your professional foundation. Celebrate your growth. Nothing drives motivation better than knowing the impact you've created in the lives of inspiring athletes. To further motivate your potential donors to support your professional athlete foundation, celebrate the milestones you've hit over the last few months. And there are various ways that you can actually do this. For one, you can share in-depth interviews or featurettes of the inspiring athletes or teams your foundation is supporting. This will give your donors a better understanding of how their donations are affecting the lives of other people. Another thing that you can do is celebrate milestones that you've hit. Say, for example, you have a monthly goal you want to meet for your donations. Whenever you hit that goal, make sure to document it and share infographics around that milestone to your fan base. You can also mention some of the major donors that have made this achievement possible by including their names and other infographics. Regardless of which approach you choose, celebrating milestones online can go a very long way. A foundation is meant for connecting, so you want to make sure you connect with your people. Some professional athletes and their foundations have made the mistake of simply focusing on gaining followers, completely forgetting the importance of social media in the first place, and making connections. It's not enough to just gain followers. If the main focus of this video is to teach you that, we might have told you to go buy followers, but that's not the main purpose of social media. Social media is made to create and foster connections within your target audience. And part of this approach is taking the time to make your audience feel connected through engagement and personalization. Get to know your audience and truly connect with them. Don't just ask them to follow you. Once they followed you online, you can send them a personalized message, giving your thanks for their support and providing the necessary links they need in case they want to know more about your foundation and its advocacies. Whenever you have a campaign going on, make it a habit to send a personalized email detailing the campaign and how they can help. As for your potential donors, further nurture your relationship with them by providing them personalized emails of thanks and updates on their donations. As we mentioned earlier, documenting your professional athlete foundation's progress is one of the most effective motivators for potential donors. Keep in mind what your professional foundation values are. Your foundation's goals is not to just gain followers online, but to connect audiences through their love of sports and how they can also achieve greatness. Nonprofit organizations have consistently thrived thanks to the community they have built for themselves. And despite being on different platforms, this should still be the mission for most foundations. Now that things have changed and the sporting industry has become more competitive than ever before, a solid foundation is the key to success, especially for athletes like yourself. So before anything else, let your social media marketing campaigns and their goals be building a community for your organization. One that's made of solid foundations, like people's passion for sports. We hope you guys loved today's video. And if you want to learn more about the great solutions that can truly change the game, again, don't forget to tackle that subscribe button and that notification bell. Now, this is Zach with Creative, where business is our sport.